Race number 2 this afternoon, Hollywood Bets Gravel Polly. We have the start of the bipot here, and this is an open maiden over 1,200 meters. Take note, Raymond Danielson is not riding this afternoon, and your lone change is number 8, Captain Cleaver. That is your scratching in race number 2. Betting 5-2 about number 2, Time Will Tell. Fani Bronkhorst teaming up with Gavin Larena. Lovely draw, of course, 58 kilograms. Number 1, Gorgeous Bomb, who carries just 53 kilograms, is sitting at 7-2, along with number 3, Sun in My Pocket. And then it's 9-2 the price about the 6, Prince Florian, and KMV Retrofit, number 10, 6-1. 18-1 in better bar those. Bipot time. Good day to Len. Len, how are we playing the bipot?
Good morning, Lyle. Yes, we're back at the Gravel Polly. So I suggest fastening your seatbelts, and we hope the ride doesn't get too bumpy. Starting in the bipot. Look, the Highveld Raider, Time Will Tell. He's placed at his last 6 runs, and he's trying blinkers today. And if he enjoys the poly track surface, then he looks to be the one to beat. The filly Sun in My Pocket has not raced since November last year, but she is promising, and if returning fit and well, she could be the biggest danger. Then you've got the likes of the one-horse Gorgeous Bomb, who's been very disappointing up to now, having been beaten a favourite in 3 of her last 4 starts. But she's got a weight advantage, so I expect her to be right there involved in the finish. So I'd put including all 3 in the bipot.
All right, so as Len said there, 1, 2, and 3. Remember, it's quite hard to find bankers in Natal at the moment, so you can banker the 2 if you so wish, but Len's going to take all 3, so we don't go out first leg of the bipot. 1, 2, and 3, by 4 and 9, by 1, 2, 3, and 6, by 3, 4, 5, 9, by 3 and 7, by banker 1 at the end, and that's 192 Rand. Bipot race 2, 12.50. Race number 3, this is where the PA starts this afternoon. 1,400 meters, and it is a maiden and open maiden for the fillies and the mares, importantly. Blinkers on to number 1, Light in the Darkness, and we're waiting for that jockey on number 11, Roy's Grace. Betting has number 9, Catch a Penny, for Glenn Cotton at 13-10. Quite an exposed daughter of Vercingetorix, but so's the second favourite, number 4, Cherry O Baby, trading at 5-2. They are both so consistent, but just struggling to win their race. 9-1, number 3, Glorious Butterfly. 10-1 about number 6, Lemon Time, and then at 16-1 and better bar those. So Len, you've got a few options here. I mean, if you bankered the 4 or the 9, I'd imagine you'd be shocked if they missed the top 3, but which one and how do we play it?
Yes, Lyle, look, we've got these 2 fillies who have been extremely expensive to follow in their past few races. And one wonders if they're going to get it right today. You know, of the first of these 2 is Cherry O Baby. She's trying blinkers today in the hope that'll get her mind on the job. And then the other is Catch Penny, who's trying the poly surface for the first time. So there's always a little bit of doubt. So for this reason, I've included both of them in the bipot. Faith in backing them outright because they've been too costly to follow.
All right, so there's the safe play because you might just, you should double up here. But if one of them does go missing, then the PA could be a bit of a result. So Len's playing the PA 4 and 9, by 2, 3, 6, by 3, 5, 9, by 7, by 1, by 3, 7, 8, 9, by 2, 4, 7, 216 Rand to spend. Race number 3, first leg of the PA. Could it be a match race between the exposed number 4 and 9? Race number 4 is the first leg of our Pick 6 Progress Plate over 1,400 meters. No changes, 9 runners carded. Let's have a look at that betting. Number 3, French Flame, 28-10. The best weighted horse in the race, blinkers on, and possibly back down to where he should be in the merit rating. Number 2, Kitchikel, 7-2. Same price, about number 6 of Vantrix. Then you'll find 17-2, number 4, Mexican Pete, and the 9, Rainbow Reward at 9-1. It is 12-1 and better bar those. So let's see how Len is going to be structuring the first leg of this Pick 6 this afternoon over the 1,400. Looks like it's quite competitive. Even though French Flame is the best weighted, it does appear that there are quite a few in the race that might just have outside or even good chances. Right, so the progress plate, let's have a look what Len says. Len, the favourite, who's quite well weighted here, or are we going wider?
Yes, Lyle, look, there's a few. The three-horse French Flame, he was in need of his last run. And today he's trying the blinkers, so he could be the one to beat. Then you've got Kitchikal, who seldom runs a bad race, and his first one on the poly track, so he's got to be included, along with the 6 Savannah-Trix, who's very capable on his day. He's a bit inconsistent, but on his day he's a good galloper, so he must definitely go into the perms. And then I've got a sneaky feeling for a roughie in the race, the one horse, Rollo the Viking. Both of his poly runs have been good. So just as a roughie, I've included
Rollo the Viking. Oh, thank you, Len. So there we go. There's Len's numbers in the pick 6. Pretty wide the first leg, but yeah, they do look like it could give us a little bit of result here. 1, 2, 3, and 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Then just 3 and 7 in leg 3. Banker 1 leg 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in leg 5. 2, 4, 7 in the final leg, race 9. The cost there for Len's pick 6, 1920. Remember, you can always take a percentage of that, and that pick 6 gets underway at 1400. Race 5 is a C stakes for the fillies and the mares. First leg of our jackpot 1, and they are racing over 2,000 meters. Still awaiting a jockey on number 1, and the 11, Mississippi Spice, has the blinkers on. Let's check out the betting. 3 to 1, number 4, Azaleas for All, Fani Bronkhorst and Gavin Larena teaming up again. Number 9, I'm going to try this. Condane Kuku Kanyeni is trading at 7 to 2. 11 to 2, number 8, Lady is a Champ. It's then 7 to 1, the pair, the 1, Grand Occasion, and the 2, which is Ideal Gift. One more in the betting there is number 7, Rani Tarabe at 8 to 1. Doesn't look easy to me, this, Len. How are we playing?
100% Lyle. This is a very tricky start to the jackpot, and one needs to include as many as possible. The 9 horse Kondaneko Nyeni is my first choice, albeit not a very confident selection. She's only run once on the poly where she finished second, and her last run was encouraging. When she got to the front close home, only to be collared by Sparkling Jubilee. So I'm expecting a decent run from her. My roughie for the race is the 3 horse English Premier. She needed her English Primrose. She needed her last run, and it was on the sharp side. And she does like the poly track, so I think she's a bit of a value bet there. However, for the jackpot and pick 6, I'm including quite a few runners.
Yeah, doesn't look easy at all, as you mentioned, Len. So we're going wide there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 by 3 and 7, leg 2. There's that banker 1, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 160. Race number 5, due off time there, 14:35, first leg of the jackpot. Race number 6, first leg of our jackpot 2 this afternoon. They are racing over 1,600 meters for this D stakes. There are 9 runners and absolutely no changes at the moment. Betting, number 2, Viva de Janeiro, Gavin Larena, Fani Bronkhorst teaming up on your favorite, 3.75. In fact, the new favorite right now, while we're sitting as number 7, Numzan, who's at 7 to 2, ahead of number 2, Viva de Janeiro. Your third favorite show, number 3, Wave Warrior, trading at a nice 9 to 2 value. 13 to 2, the 8, Grippen. The 8 to 1, fifth favorite show is number 9, Dawn Surprise. And then we have Angel in My Heart at 17 to 2. And number 6, Shiny Bob at 10 to 1. Len, the floor's all yours. How are we starting off jackpot 2?
Yes, Lyle, it's another competitive field, but we've got to take a chance somewhere, and I've tried to narrow it down, and I've narrowed it down to 2 runners here that I thought have the brightest chances, those being the 3 horse Wave Warrior, who won well last time, and the 7 horse Numzan. Both are course and distance suited and should feature in the finish. Obviously, the Highveld Visitor must be respected, Viva de Janeiro. But his only run in the poly was a bit moderate as far as I saw. I mean, it was a bit one-paced. So I've elected to just go with the two runners, 3 and 7.
Right. As Len said, you've got to take a stance somewhere, and here's the stance in jackpot 2. 3 and 7 by 1, 5, 6, 7, 10 by 1 through 10, and then 2, 4, and 7. 300 rand to spend. Jackpot 2, race number 6, 15, 15. Race number 7 is a class 4. They're racing over 1,600 meters, and there are no changes. 11 runners carded for 15.50 this afternoon. Number 1, Uzwano, 18 to 10. Gavin Greener takes the ride for Dean Cannemare. Number 5 is Gurkha at 33 to 10. Then you can see number 10, Shoefella at 11 to 2. 8 to 1, the 7, Fair Advantage. 14 to 1 and better bar those. So as far as the betting is concerned, it looks like a 2 or 3 way race, but we'll see what Glenn has to say about race number 7. And interesting to see Uzwano with Gavin aboard, and Craig's obviously riding Dean's other horse there. So Len, Craig riding for Dean on the 5 instead of the 1. What are your thoughts here in race 7?
Lyle, I hope I haven't jumped the wrong way. You know, the 3-year-old Uzwana is on the up, and he scored a good win last time at the start, and I think he'll go close again. Fair Advantage, he was badly in need of his last run and can only improve on that effort. While who's actually, he was in need of his last 2, and he's at his best on the poly track, so he's one that I wouldn't overlook. Unfortunately, as I say, I've excluded the. I've gone for Uzwana as a banker in almost.
All right, I hear you, Len, because I could be wrong here, and I can be corrected by anyone. I think Craig Zaki does ride for Field Spring, so that is probably the horse that he's being carded on. So maybe not a choice. So there we go. We've got the trifecta. We're bankering number 1, Uzwano, who really is in good form at the moment. And banker 1 by 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. That's a 60 rand spend. Len confident, you've got to take a stance somewhere, and here it is, race 7, number 1. Penultimate race on the card, race number 8 is a class 5. They're racing over the sprint, 1,200 meters. I don't believe there are any changes at this stage. There are not. So let's have a look at this open betting market. Number 4, Mariachi Madness, 9 to 2, Clinton Binder. 5, Prized Platinum, 9 to 2, joint favorite, Clinton Binder. And number 7, Ultra Quick, also joint favorite at 9 to 2. That tells the story. 13 to 2, number 2, Fate of Fortune. So between Clinton Binder and Alison Wright, they have the 3 joint favorites and the second favorite. Number 10, Cotton Ron, is just behind at 15 to 2, along with number 6, Mask On. And then at 17 to 2 is number 8, Lion's Eye. 10 to 1 and better by those. Len, I was just paging through this, having a look. I mean, there's probably not a horse in this race that can't win, Len.
100%, Lyle. Yes, for me, this is the most difficult race on the card. And, you know, I urge punters to include as many as possible. As you can see, I've put the field in the pick 6 and the jackpot. Sure, even with the 4 horses in the PA, I'm not quite feeling too comfortable. But if I had to hazard a guess and put my neck on the line and go for one, I would say an each way bet on Hippocrates, just because he likes the course and distance, but certainly a very, very difficult race.
Very, very difficult race. I'd probably take a chance on one of the Clinton Binder runners because they're in such good form. But yeah, like you say, Len, this is not easy. Exacta box. And as Len says, we might not even have that exacta in here. 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. It should pay if it comes. 20 rand to spend. That is race number 8, and the due time there is 16:25. Race number 9, class 4, 1,200 meters again. Going off at 17:02 this afternoon or this evening. No changes, 10 runners. Betting, number 2, super fast, 3.75. Number 1, Moya wa La Liga, 4 to 1. Same price as number 7, except Temptation. 11 to 2, number 8, Gorgeous Sky. I don't know why they keep naming horses after me. Number 4, Preemptive Strike, 8 to 1. 9, Give the Man a Bells, 9 to 1. And then it's 13 to 1 and better bar those. Now I'm going to bring Len in now, but you know, Len, I'm a big stats man, and to catch a quartet, the right race to play a quartet is the last race, because if you look at Polly and Grass in Natal, less than 1 out of 4 favourites win the final race. So I don't need to say it's a tricky race, but a nice quartet to catch.
Yes, Lyle, you're right there. Unfortunately, I didn't tip a quartet. I've given a suggested trifecta.
Oh, that's fine. Same thing, Len.
Look, it doesn't get any easier. It doesn't end off any easier than it has been through the card. But I can't find any fault with the 2-horse super fast. You know, he's super consistent. He's at his best over the course and distance. So I'm expecting him to run a very big race. I have backed him up with the 4-horse Preemptive Strike, who was in need of his last run. And if this run hasn't come too soon, you know, he could go close. And then you've got the 7-horse Accept Temptation, who's also showing signs of coming back to his best. So I've gone the 3 horses at the back.
You know, Len, Preemptive Strike was so disappointing last time, but as you said, needed the run. I think you're right. You might have found the value there. The 4, who's at about 8-1. Maybe, yeah, you've got it in there anyway. But the last race, if you can pick up this trifecta, the quartet should pay well. And Len's going banker 2 by 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. The cost 90. Remember, you can always add another horse if you wish. And that final race, as I mentioned before, 1702.